If your understanding of the Greensboro sit-in starts and ends with 4 young men, then your education is incomplete. On February 1st, 1960, 4 Black male students sat down at a segregated lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina. They refused to leave after being denied service. That moment is treated as spontaneous. It wasn't. It was strategic. It was planned, and it was a decades-long tradition. And the real question isn't about what happened, but who planned it? Greensboro was chosen carefully. It wasn't chosen because it was radical. It was because it wasn't. It was known to have the civility, some would say quiet racism, the kind that could be pressured into compliance without it erupting into pure violence, which made it the perfect test case. And the planning didn't happen at the lunch counter, it happened at Bennett College. For weeks, Black women students and faculty met, trained, and organized, okay? Bennett College, long before February 1960, had a history of mastering protest logistics, voter registration drives, community organizing, and a history of direct action. The sit-in movement in Greensboro, North Carolina was not a men's-led movement that women joined. It was a women's-led infrastructure that men were visible within. Bennett students were trained in restraint, dignity, and discipline, not because respectability would protect them, but because the movement required control. And their participation was not only racial defiance, but gender defiance. And think about it, they were acting out of patriarchal expectation, but were forced to embody that same exact thing. By the end of March, sit-ins spread to 55 cities across 13 states. And by summer, lunch counters across the South were quietly integrated. And the Woolworths counter in Greensboro, North Carolina, finally, Black people could eat there. And the first Black people served were not the Greensboro Four, they were the Black employees at that restaurant, 2 of which were Black women. And when history was recorded, the cameras lingered on the men. They lingered on singular heroes, on palatable narratives. Black women weren't erased, they were just put in the background. And that's not fair. And if you're super interested in reading more about this topic, you should read Bells of Liberty.